we've been together singing a long time now. And we still like each other. That's a good thing. But I remember when it was time to do a new record, probably almost 2 years ago now, we sat down and started talking about, what we wanted the record to be about and what would inspire us. And I remember just kind of hitting a wall and not really knowing what we wanted our next move to be musically. Yep. But we all had something in us that wanted to write something down. It had been a long time since we had a book out. We've written Bible studies along the way and cookbooks and all kinds of things. But I knew when we started that this was going to be something special, but I didn't really know how much I was gonna actually glean through it and how sort of cathartic it was gonna be for me to actually put down some of the lessons that I've learned in my life along the way, not just with you guys, but just being a mom and being a wife and struggling with anxiety through the years and things like that. You guys know me and how I am, and God has really grown us. He's grown us up. He's taught us a lot of things, and I feel like we really have a call. One of our most important callings, I think, as moms, is to pass the story down. Right. Pass not only the story of Jesus, but what he has done in our lives. And for us to write that down, I think, not just for the people that listen to our music, but for us and for our kids, our own kids, was really an important thing that we kind of all came to this agreement that we kind of had to do.
Yeah, I remember we even were at that place of, we have so many young women in our lives that we have the privilege of sharing life with, whether it's lunch or, I mean, they're just special girls in our life.
Like mentoring.
Like mentoring, and a lot of them are single and some of them are married, but they come to us for a little bit of, what would you do, and advice. And I remember that played in my head as I was writing this stuff down. And I don't know about you guys, but I used to journal a long, long time ago, and there's been a huge gap from the time I journaled till now. And I loved being so intentional about making myself write down what can't be disputed that God's done in my life.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think what I realized as we began to write is how blessed we really were to have females in our lives that have mentored us. And I think about the things that I've learned from my grandparents, my grandmothers, and my mom, and the more I spend time with women and Bible studies and things, the more I realize how unique it really is. There's a lot of people who didn't get brought up under the realm of God's faithfulness and His goodness, and so to be able to share some of our people in our lives, our people, with others, was a huge, sweet blessing, I think, for me.